Forex is awful. That's why we're going to talk about today why I haven't been trading Forex as much. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Now I have to be upfront with you guys. There's a bit and just a little bit here of clickbait. I don't actually hate Forex. It's not a terrible way to make money by any means. But in this video, I do want to address something that I've been receiving some questions about, which is the reason that I have, or why I have been trading currency pairs a lot less recently, and why I've been focusing a lot more on things like gold, the NASDAQ, which we're looking at and move across the screen right now, and the S&P 500. I've also been doing some options trading. And so the question comes along, Nick, why the lack of focus on Forex, and why are you trading so many different things? Shouldn't you just be specializing on one particular currency pair or that sort of thing? Now, I'm going to give you guys my take on this because, again, it is a bit controversial. Some traders on social media that you may listen to might say, I only trade one currency pair or two currency pairs, or I only trade gold, or I only trade NASDAQ or US 30 or whatever you trade. The point I want to get at in this video is that we all have different strategies and, importantly, different strengths and weaknesses. Now, I do want to get out of the way. I am not by any means never trading Forex again or anything like that.
This effort is no longer profitable.
In fact, I've still been trading Forex, just a lot less recently than I've been trading other things. And the reason for this is really important as a trader, something that I've come to kind of learn about myself over time. So during 2022, I traded currency pairs a lot, like a ton. Like it was almost all I was trading. I was barely trading the indices for a while there during the down market. In fact, what I was trading a lot of, if you guys remember, I had a period of time where I was essentially trading dollar yen and euro dollar and maybe a little Aussie dollar, but 3 different US dollar crosses over and over and over with a really strong long bias on the US dollar. Now, 2022 was a different market environment, and maybe that gets to the point of this video, which is I like to trade what fundamentally is making the most sense to me at the time. So last year, 2022, inflation was skyrocketing in the United States, and with it, interest rates were going up and up and up. There was almost a one-directional move on the dollar for several months in a row, and I was partaking a lot. I was really long biased on the dollar. Well, the turn of the year brought in a new reality, which was that the Fed was getting closer and closer to no longer rate hiking, which changed the story for the dollar. And so for a while, that was what was attracting me so much to currency pairs, was this very, very attractive, strong US dollar where I could just capture the upside to that. And because the indices were just getting crushed the last year, I didn't really trade them all that much, as I generally like to be long indices. They move differently than other things do. In fact, indices have this tendency, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to draw over this chart a little bit. They have this tendency to make a slight increase up and quick successions down. And this is just the reality of, stock markets in general. Fear is a very quick and fast moving, downward move in the S&P 500, where optimism is kind of this slow crawling upward move. Well, I love trading these small upward moves where I can capture nice moves in the market. But last year, we had kind of more of an environment where it was gradual moves up, but sort of prolonged and painful down markets, which was why last year I had my first in my stock and gold trading, the stock ETFs, etc., indices, trading platform that I trade on, Webull, which you guys see often in my videos. Last year, I had my first official down year as a consistently profitable trader. And I know that sounds crazy. How could you possibly have a down year? But again, the markets were not moving the way that my strategy tends to perform well when it comes to indices trading. Now, for those of you guys who have followed me in the last year or so, you might have been surprised to see me go back so heavily into indices trading this year. But if you went back long term with my channel, I've always been in love with trading the indices. They are my favorite things to trade. I love trading the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 because of their nature, the way they move. Like I said, they tend to do these gradual moves like we're seeing on the screen right now, followed by sudden impulsive moves down when things get fearful in the markets. But I like what we just saw on the screen right there. You get these big impulsive moves down. And so what I like about that is that I'm able to capture very well with my trading strategy, nice prolonged move upwards where I can trail stops, etc. And then when I need to, I can get out of the way. And in rare situations, I may even look to short. But in more likely scenarios, when the markets are down, the dollar is usually appreciating. And that's where I get more interested in Forex or currency trading. I use currency trading as a way to sort of soft hedge my indices trading portfolio. And not always, I don't have any hedge on right now, but essentially last year with the 2022 movements, I was really long the dollar, and my long attempts on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ performed really poorly. So again, I was able to kind of hedge my results with my Forex trading and my index trading. Now, many of you guys might be wondering, how do you trade indices as a US client? I know when I was a newer trader, when I got into like foreign exchange stuff, I was like, how are people trading NAS 100 or US 30? Because on all the US regulated brokers, you don't see it there. I know that's a common question, so I'm going to answer real quick. If you're in the US and you don't see US 30 or NAS 100 on your brokerage, that's because in the US we can't trade what is called CFDs. What I trade is I trade ETFs on the stock exchange. Another way to do that is to trade futures contracts. Both of those are ways for us US traders to trade things like gold and the NASDAQ, etc. So, when I'm looking at this stuff and I'm thinking about trading the indices, I just like the way they move. They perform much better for my trading style. Now, again, I will reiterate, there are still times this year that I've been trading currency pairs. I've been trading a lot of GJ when I do trade currency pairs recently. That's been one that I've been consistently trading pretty frequently. And the point here is, with this video, I think it's really important for traders to understand you should be trading what suits your strategy and what you have back tested thoroughly. If you haven't back tested, period, then I think you're doing yourself a very serious disservice in the industry. We do have a partner, and again, this video is not intended to be this way, but if you guys have not heard of Forex Tester, I will leave a link down below in the description. It's an excellent software for people interested in backtesting. I use it and have used it extensively over the years to test concepts and strategies, and through my time, I've found things that have worked for me, and by spending some time on Forex Tester, I can definitely say I have saved myself many thousands of dollars in the markets by isolating what I'm good at and what I'm not as good at. Again, none of us are perfect. None of us trade with 100% accuracy, and you need to know what you should be trading based on your previous results, back testing, historical testing, your trading plan, all of those good things that you hear over and over on YouTube. They are really true. You need to have a trading plan. You need to stick to the trading plan, but you also need to know when you should be trading each particular trading strategy. Like I said, when the indices are moving really strong and we have a bull market like we did this year, you're going to catch me trading indices a lot. When we're in a down market, you're going to see me shy away from the indices and focus more on Forex, and vice versa. So my point with that is that when the markets are risk on versus risk off, my point is I generally will be trading in a risk on environment. I'll be trading things like the NASDAQ, the S&P, etc. And when things are in risk off mode, I should also say gold. And in risk off environments, I'll still be trading gold. Gold is one that I trade pretty consistently no matter what the markets are doing, risk on or risk off. But I'll also be focusing more on currencies. Okay? So, and again, this is in large part due to the way these particular markets move. I really like trading the indices when markets are strong. When they're weak and they're fearful, I will be trading more of this group of things. And again, some of you guys have been following me for a little while. I want to ask real quick, how long have you guys been following me? If you made it this far in the video, if you made it to the end here, do me a quick favor and comment down below, how long have you been following my channel here? If you've been following for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, let me know. I've been on YouTube at this point for about 4 years, which is crazy to think about. I've enjoyed my process and I've enjoyed meeting so many of you guys. So comment how long you've been watching the channel, and I do sincerely appreciate your follow, your subscribe, and your support on my channel. I hope this video helped and gave some clarification to people who are wondering about this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you're looking to improve as a trader, we've got some cool free resources here that I wanted to share as we close today's video. Down below in the description, there is a link to join our Discord channel or our Telegram channel. And we also have our website, a1trading.com, where traders can get access to free course material to help you improve as a trader. Remember, we are also live Monday through Friday on this channel around 9:30 a.m. US Eastern, broadcasting most live news events and that sort of thing. So hope to see you there. And also, we do have a couple videos here showing up on the screen. If either of these seems like it might be helpful to you, then make sure to click here or here, and we'll see you there.